This is what to do if you're completely new to my singing monsters. And don't worry, no spoilers for the sounds here. This is just background footage. But yeah, there are spoilers for monster designs. Sorry. But anyway, so first things first, you're gonna load up on this island, but this is actually the mirror variant, which is just a little different than the original one. You're going to want to go into this market here. You won't start off with any free monsters. You'll have to buy them, and you definitely will not start with millions and millions of currency. So you're going to want to buy some of these single element monsters. Wait, hang on. I don't even know why I'm saying this, because the tutorial's going to tell you all of this. Alright, I'll skip to the parts that you'll actually need to hear after the tutorial. Okay, so let's say you just finished the tutorial, you got your first double elemental, and you're at level 7. So if you don't actually know how breeding works, it's just look at the elements of the monsters you have, and then look at the elements of the monster you want. Then you should be able to figure it out, but I'm just gonna tell you an example. So let's say we've got this plant guy that you can probably see on screen. If you put him with this little rock dude over here, then you'll get a plant and earth element monster, because the rock is actually called Earth, by the way. And that monster is called Shrub. You know, he's a pretty cool dude, beatboxer and all. But I'm getting off topic. You might have noticed that if you put the Earth single elemental and the plant single elemental together, you'll get the plant and earth double elemental. You see where I'm going with this? If you don't, then that just means you're stupid. I'm just kidding, but, let me throw another example at you. Let's say you put Shrub, the plant and earth double elemental, with a Toe Jammer, the water double elemental. Then you will get a Pummel. Pummel sucks, but I'm just using it for an example. And Pummel, guess what elements it has? If you guessed earth, plant, and water, you'd be correct. See where, you probably get the Alright, that's enough about breeding. Let's get on to some other stuff. What I was just doing back there in the footage, that's called upgrading your castle. The castle actually makes a bass sound, and yeah, it's pretty cool. The more upgrades your castle has, the more monsters you can put on your island. And each monster takes up a certain amount of beds. Just count up how many elements they have, and that's how many beds they take up. Unless you're talking about special monsters, which I don't want to tell you how many beds they have, but I will tell you the ethereals. The ethereal elements are plasma, shadow, mech, crystal, and poison. You could probably tell which elements they are by, looking at it. And for the ethereals, the amount of beds they take up is just the amount of elements they have times 5. Hope this helped. And also, while we're on the topic of ethereals, let's talk about Wobox, which is basically, not actually, but it's basically the 6th ethereal element. Now, for Wobox, it's a pretty special boy, and not my type of special, where that just basically means autistic. Just to clarify, that last part was a joke, maybe. But anyway, for Wobox, you have to box all of the monsters on the islands except for the special ones. Except, of course, for Ethereal Island, where all the monsters are special, so you just have to box all the ethereal elements. And now it's time for the miscellaneous tips. Do what I'm doing here right now and just clear your island as soon as possible. It will damage your bank account somewhat, but once you've got a lot of money, go ahead and do it. It'll also give you a lot of XP. Also, sorry for all of this noise, if that's even what noise it's happening. I don't know, but I can't seem to stop it, so, blah. Alright, and now, Workshop, Ethereal Workshop. You won't have to worry about this until you're level 19, but once you are level 19, Workshop is gonna be everything. Workshop is basically pretty straightforward. the way you get monsters is kind of like breeding. You have to attune these things called Meebs with different elements, and then you combine those elements to make monsters. But that's only for the triple element monsters. But for the quads and the lone quint, you will have to combine a triple element ethereal and also another Meeb for the quads. And for the quint, oh boy, for the quint, you'll have to combine an entire quad plus some Meebs as well. Workshop is very hard to get all the monsters on. Right now I only have one more monster to collect, and that's only the hardest of all of them to collect, so wish me luck, buckos! And also, if you don't understand what I'm saying by quad, triple, double, and single, that's just the amount of elements they have, and also quint. Now, if you speak English, that should be pretty obvious how many elements they have. Also, there's this thing in the market on the natural islands, which is the plant island, cold island, air island, water island, and earth island. And it's called the Colossi. And basically what it does, it allows you to wake the giant monster that makes up the island. The Colossi is in the Structures tab in the market. Also, the Colossi grants you a reward every day, no matter if you play every day or not. It just, every 24 hours or more when you log in, you get a reward. And last but certainly not least is the mini mine. You can purchase the mini mine on Plant Island for 500,000 coins, or on any other island for 10 gems, or diamonds as they're called. The mini mine will grant you 1 diamond every 24 hours, and if you just so happen to purchase any microtransactions, then you will be able to upgrade the mini mine for 40 diamonds, and it will essentially give you 4 diamonds a day. And I know I said the mini mines would be the last thing I'd talk about, but if you purchase anything via real money in this game, you will be granted something called premium. Ads will go away unless you explicitly click the add button, and also you will be able to upgrade the mini mine like I said earlier, and a bunch of decorations and some other things will be unlocked for you.